And Tom?
Katie, you've been out in this all day long. You've been driving through Norfolk. The big worry, as in many other cities here, tidal flooding. What are you seeing as you drive around through the streets and as you had to get to Granby Street to this water main break? What kind of flooding have you witnessed?
We have actually noticed quite a bit of flooding, and it's in the areas that it's to be expected. Obviously, you know, we know the Hague area is going to flood. Along some different streets, just some side streets off of Granby Street have flooded. Under the one of the overpasses there near 21st Street off of Colley Avenue, that area, a portion of that has flooded. And again, that's common, so people are aware of it. But it does seem as though we found some drivers get a little surprised when they come up to that area and just to see how large of a section has flooded so far, and it's only going to get worse. So we know that the waters are going to get deeper. And you know, Tom, we noticed that not only in Norfolk, but we've seen it in areas of Chesapeake and Portsmouth. We've been in Norfolk, Chesapeake, Portsmouth, and Suffolk today, traveling through all of those areas. And there are large sections. Again, a lot of the areas predictable. Folks knew it was going to flood there, but there were some other areas that some folks were pretty surprised about, I think, when they actually came up onto that water. As I mentioned in one of my earlier reports, there are some sections where you really don't see the water until you're in it. And by then it's almost too late, which is why, again, it's so important for people to stay off of the roads, because you just don't know what you're going to hit until sometimes you hit it. So very dangerous situation on the roads right now.
It's also getting dangerous too because it's starting to get dark outside, so you really cannot see the curb. You can't, it's so many things you can't see out there.
Yeah, some good information there from Katie Collette, and that really should open up some eyes about, you know, the importance of staying off the roads. While we're talking about tidal flooding,
we're going to go to Surrey Crow right now, and so Surrey is
in Norfolk.
Okay, Surrey is in downtown Norfolk right now. It's really looking like it's starting to get extremely bad behind you, Surrey.
It is. You know, Alvita, this is not a day that I'm complaining about my windbreaker being too large, because it's really coming down. In fact, you can see it gusting. We're here at Llewellyn and Virginia Beach Boulevard in downtown Norfolk, and I don't know if you can see with my photographer, Chris Omahan, there's a car beginning to submerge under about, I don't know, about maybe a foot of water here. So we've been driving around Norfolk as well. Katie was talking about that. We've seen maybe a foot of water in some of the streets down here along Brambleton Avenue near EVMS. And I'm standing here right next to the Harrison Opera House, and everything's pretty much desolate. As we've been driving around, we've seen a lot of debris on the roads, many tree branches that have blown down, and virtually no sign of life, really. I think I maybe saw one person making their way through a street that had a lot of water. So as you can see, the flooding has definitely made its way into Norfolk here, and that car, we hope, isn't succumbing to the water damage that could potentially exist here. But Norfolk is taking the brunt of, I'd say, some flooding areas. We've been hearing Dawn talk about it, and the rain is still coming down. We know there's a lot of water in the storm, so it looks like we're going to be dealing with more of this. Alvita?
So you're in between Freemason neighborhood and Ghent. Have you noticed any other neighborhoods in that general area that have had some flooding problems besides the one you're standing at right now?
Well, Tom, we were over by Olney and Mowbray, and there was a good bit of water in there. In fact, we wanted to do our live shot from there, but the water was
too high, apparently.
We just lost Surrey. It appears we just lost Surrey.
We're standing here next to the Opera House. As I said, we went along Brambleton Avenue near EVMS, and we've seen a lot of the pooling of water in some major intersections. So I would definitely not suggest anybody deciding to make a drive down here right now. You could really possibly encounter some water damage, because it looks like it's beginning to build. Like I said, probably about a foot of water in some areas. So very quiet. Looks like most people, if they haven't left, they've battened down the hatches here in Norfolk. Tom?
Okay.
As well they should, too.
Yes. Thank you. Surrey Crow reporting live outside in some flooded zones in downtown Norfolk.
We're going to go now to our meteorologists, our team of meteorologists right now. We're in the Super